like a Texas star, you want to. So let's say you know you're going to hit 6.
All right, guys, so you want to go build a Glock. One of the coolest parts about Brownells is getting to see a lot of fun stuff. Another thing, you can actually go pick this up at Brownells. So let's talk about the SCT-19 frame. Pros and cons, what I think it's based off of, and all the other fun stuff, and then, yeah. So the SCT-19 frame, one of the coolest little Glock 19 frames, I think, to kind of come out in a while. It's made by a company called St. Croix Tactical. I believe St. Croix is a French name, so... The cool part about it is it takes all standard Glock 19 parts. It is a 100% serialized frame, so you don't have to build anything. For the builders out there, the Polymer 80 builders, you may think that this is a Polymer 80 frame. It is not a Polymer 80 frame. The St. Croix Tactical frame is pretty awesome. I hope they come out with a 17 and a 26 and all sorts of other different little frames that are super stippled like this. Fits in the hand really good. It's a bit beefy around the hand too, so it's like when you're sitting there and you're gripping it, honestly, it feels incredible. I love how this frame feels in the hand. It shot really well yesterday. Let's go through it. I did Brownells has a slide completion kit and a lower parts kit. I went and bought that. That was super cheap. I think both of those were like $80. And then I have the Brownells did end up sending out the Apex trigger for another Glock that I had, but I wanted to throw it in here. And then Brownells also sent the slide out, so thank you so much to Brownells for that. I do have sights on the way. They are suppressor height sights. They are the Ameriglow suppressor height sights. But the problem was, as you saw the front sight on there yesterday, it did back out just a little bit because I did not put in the Loctite. But other than that, it worked really well. Roscoe, Glock 19 Bloodline barrel, awesome. Thank you to Roscoe. They did send that out for a significantly reduced price. But yes, the Glock 19 slides from Brownells are fantastic. I don't know if they're technically Glock 19 slides, but they're Glock slides that Brownells produces, or a company that Brownells contracts out produces. So I've been digging the RMR on this. I think the RMR is actually a really cool little optic. The only problem is in some of the videos, you'll see that I actually directly shoot over the target, and it's because I haven't picked up my dot yet. And that's one of my issues with the RMR is transferring from the 509 and the EPS carry to this. This actually has a smaller window, especially up here, than the EPS carry. So I actually might knock this off of here and go get another Holosun for this and then run this on the B&T on a Scalarworks mount. Just because I'm not a huge fan of the RMR and pistols. I think it looks nice. I think it's a durable optic. I just don't, I'm not a big fan of that. So yeah, the Apex trigger, we are clear. The Apex trigger, very nice. Like a good 3.5, maybe 4 pound pull. Not too bad. I did get a CMC trigger. The only problem was I got the CMC trigger, I dropped it in here, and it didn't work. You couldn't even get the whole thing. I had to take the whole entire gun apart in order to get the CMC trigger out. It was annoying, and I didn't like it, so I sent it back. So if you have any issues with anything you get at Brownells and you just don't like it and you don't want to go through it, I'm not knocking CNC. I just don't think that they are supposed to be in the Glock trigger game, because I got that and it just did not work. It didn't work in my stock 17. It didn't work in this. So yeah, I'm just gonna call it quits already. I don't even want to deal with the CMC trigger. It just annoyed me right off the bat. Apex triggers tend to work really well. I absolutely love them. They always tend to fire and they always tend to just work. So I know some people have said that they've had bad luck with Apex. I've never had that issue. The SCT-19 frame, gas pedal, stippling, everything, the undercuts, double undercut here, so one for here and one under here, and then you have this texturing up front, so if you end up shooting like I do sometimes, if you don't have a light and you wrap your finger around the front here, it actually kind of gives you like a more stable shooting position. A really cool thing, I like how they kind of beefed up this area right here, because it kind of gives you a spot to put your thumb. Cool, just a nice spot to put your thumb, and it also works on the other side also. You have your thumb right up there, so when you're tucked in to the gun, it's awesome. The gas pedal is fantastic. My thumb never slipped off that yesterday on purpose. I did hold it loosely a couple times, and that's the only time it slipped off. Roscoe barrel seems to be doing pretty good. I'm pretty sure it's accurate. I don't really know why I would test it, but at some point we'll do some accuracy testing with it. This is just an initial impressions. I think I've only got 100 and something rounds through this completed, so But I do love the gun. I think it's fantastic. If you're out there and you're looking, you just want to swap out your lower, or you want to build a Glock and you don't want to build a P80. I think this is honestly a P80 killer in that sense. If you don't want to build the gun, but you still want to assemble something yourself, this is a pretty sweet just little way to accomplish that with your little frame. And you know, all the parts are plug and play. It's not difficult to put together. I put together a Glock in 10 minutes, and I'm not even a Glock armorer. Like, I don't even know what I'm doing. Just watching some YouTube videos. So honestly, guys, it is a fantastic little piece. I highly recommend you go pick one up, or 2 or 3 or 10 or however many you want. They're $50 right now at Brownells. Again, prices may change, so don't go crazy. But $50, I think this is a no-brainer for a frame, especially one that's been working as well as it has been. And Anderson also picked up this frame to use in their LT Gray, or whatever that thing is called, or the C Gray. I don't know what it's called, but it's an awesome frame, and I really like it. It's just a lot of texture, really good. We will EDC this at some point pretty soon, but I got to get a holster and a light. X300 Turbo I'm going to get on here. So, yeah, we'll get this going, guys. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope I gave you enough information. If you have any questions that I can answer in the next video of this, post them down below. As always, guys, like, comment, and subscribe. I really don't know how else to tell you that. You don't really have to if you don't want to, but if you want to just get notified of videos, I try to put up videos every week. I am sorry I've been late this week. I was sick. I didn't feel like putting out videos of me being sick to you guys, so there you go. But if you have any more questions, put them in the comments down below. I'll answer them as I go, or when I make my next video, I'll answer it in there. So thank you so much. As always, guys, have a good one. I don't really know how to end my videos anymore, so, you know, party like you're from Florida.